Praise God. I'm Sandra Evelyn Asekenyi. I live in Budaka, but before that, I once lived in Kampala, not with mom, not with dad, with my relatives, where I went through very many persecutions. I persevered everything because I all knew all what I needed was from those people. So I had to bear all the situations. A time came, I got tired of what I was going through. I got tired of what I was subjected to. I had to move and come, which is in Budaka. In Budaka, the only person I would maybe stay with was grandma, grandpa. I began schooling because in Kampala where I wasn't schooling. I schooled for one term, the next time, the following week I'm in school. Coming back in the village, grandpa got concerned and took me back to school again. I was using his pension as my fees. Everything that I needed was his responsibility. Though his daughters and his sons and wife were not happy. But as a parent who thought I needed to be in school, and all would be well if I was out of school when I've accomplished all what I wanted. Grandpa became sick, and all the needs that I was now getting from him, and that was the beginning of my real suffering.
Now, I'm sorry to interrupt. You're talking about grandpa. Where is your father?
I never got a chance to see who my father was. I just hear of rumors. He died.
He died?
Yeah.
Ever since you were a child, you have never even come across his picture?
Not really.
So, the grandpa is from which side?
Mom's side.
Your mom's side?
Yeah.
So, you don't know even the relatives of your father?
Not even one.
So, tell me the relationship you have between you and your mother. Because I hear that there is another, it's like a guardian, that is grandpa. How about your mom? What role has she played in your life?
Mom, actually, I never realized she was mom. Whenever she could come around home, I thought she was just a visitor, just an aunt. Because I never grew up with her. I grew up with grandma. Then when I went to Kampala, I stayed with most of her sisters and her brothers. I never spent time with her as a parent. As a mom.
Were you rejected by her?
At times I think of that. Yeah.
Sure. Is there any role your mom has ever played in your life? As a mom, as a parent, as a single mother?
Maybe as I was still young that I can't see something that mom did. But right now I don't see anything. But all what she does, it's because that the village elders sit with her and tell her she's now your daughter. She has grown. Show her the love that a daughter and a mother is supposed to share. So all what she does, comes to school to see me, creates all of that kind of a good relationship, but inwardly, which has never been there.
So now your grandpa is the one taking part of giving you school fees, whereby he's no longer doing that.
Yeah.
What happened?
He is now too ill.
Where was he getting the money to pay his school?
He was a prison officer.
A prison officer.
So when he retired, he went on receiving that pension.
Okay. Okay. So now, which class are you now?
Senior 4,
And the age?
21.
So now, what is your plan? Will you continue schooling when there is no money? Is there any helping hands which is coming out to help you, or?
I really want to be in school. That has been my dream ever. Because I think when I be in school and all come to be well, I'll live a better life than this, and I'll even be in position to take care of my brothers wherever they are. Yeah.
Okay. You have brothers, the same dad, the same mom?
Yeah, the same man, different dad.
Different dads. Okay, that's great. What do you want to be?
I want to be better. I want to save people's lives. Yeah.
Tell me about your relationship between you and God.
God, I once accepted Christ as my Savior. But all what I was going through, all what I was subjected to, I was in a family that made the world, made Satan, made all demonic things to be the greatest treasure ever. And outside that, they pretended to be born again. Go to church, pray, come back, do things contrary to what the church says. I got so confused because what they preach in church is not what people do.
It's totally different.
So at some point I even thought maybe God was only for Amos, Isaac, those people long ago. We no longer have the God. And who really enters the kingdom if really they pretend to be born again, they go to church, serve, praise. But out of church they're doing contract. Yeah. They are the people I stayed with. They are the people I could maybe copy up with and say, doing this and this is the right for you.
Okay.
But all what they did was really contrary to what the church teaches.
So now you decided to avoid church, to avoid God.
I had to step back. I could no longer listen to what God says. I could no longer do what God wants. I took my own movements. I made my own ways.
Were they successful? Your movements?
Not really.
So what has been your decision?
I had to come back to God. I had to return to God.
You had to go to confess again?
Yeah.
So far how long?
It's not a month. I received my deliverance and I again accepted Christ as my Savior last month on 25th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're now in church?
Yeah.
You're serving?
Yes.
That's wonderful. If at all you have someone to give a helping hand, are you ready to receive that person? Maybe to go back to school?
I am ready.
You're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. What could be maybe your last word which you may want to speak about your life? Something which you may think it is so vital. Those who are watching you, at least to know that girls pass.
My life, I lived really a perfect life. My life was full of depression, misery, stress, suffering, and I felt becoming an alcoholic would make me maybe get relieved, but all was in vain. Getting drunk, just for a while, you forget what you're going through. But after gaining, all the depression, the stress, and all the thoughts that you have will again come back. Satan is always open-minded. He is ready to snatch away all the glories of God that we have. We can easily go against God and we succeed. But the success that we've got, it's taking us to hell. God is the only one who has the suffering. Even when he subjects us to very many situations, he has a reason as to why he's pushing us to do so. But we should not believe God. We should always invite God to stay in us. We should not always consider what is on earth to be always the treasures. The treasures that we yearn for are in heaven. Endless happiness that we yearn for is in heaven. Earthly happiness is taking us to hell. All the treasures on earth are taking us to hell. The riches are taking us to hell. Stick on God. Pray to God. He has everything that we need. Even when food is not there, God provides. God feeds the hungry. Even when water is not there, he quenches our thirst. Stick on God, Father, save me. Pray to God. Trust in him. Give him all your mind, all your body, all your soul, all your heart. He's ready to do mighty works in our lives.
So who are you staying with?
I'm staying with a church elder.
Called? The church elder is called who?
She's called Sister Allen.
Okay, that's so wonderful.